Separating mixtures, C.1.2. There are 5 different types of separating mixtures that you need to know about. One is filtration, another is crystallization, which are the two we'll cover today. The other types, though, are simple distillation, fractional distillation, and chromatography. Firstly, filtration. Filtration is separating an insoluble from a liquid. An insoluble is just something that doesn't dissolve in water. An example of this is wood from water, or wood and water. Sorry. The experiment for this is down here. There's the residue, which is the insoluble, and it's just the thing that remains after the liquid is filtered. There's also the filtrate, which is the liquid, in this case, water. And so once we put this under a filtration, paper filtration, then the wood would remain up here, whereas the liquid, which is small enough to go through the filtration paper, would be laid on the beaker. Crystallization. Crystallization separates a soluble solid from a solvent. A solvent just means a dissolving substance, or just something in one's greatest amount. However, this can also be known as evaporation. The experiment for crystallization is here. We would use a Bunsen burner, and we would have a heat-proof mat at the bottom so that it doesn't burn the desk of the lab or the table. The Bunsen burner would heat up the evaporating basin and the solution. The evaporating basin is the thing containing the solution, and then the soluble solid would turn into crystals or just float off, whereas the solvent would remain there, and therefore the mixture is separated. There's also the gauze as well, to make sure that the beaker doesn't break once it's heated up. A tripod is just something that supports flasks and beakers. It has 3 legs. It's a 3-legged platform. A gauze is just a mesh of wires, and it also helps support beakers and flasks, but it's so that they don't heat up and completely break. The other types of separation, which I'll be talking about later videos, is firstly simple distillation, which is separating a solvent. As said earlier, a solvent is dissolving substance, or one in greatest amount, which I'll probably have another video to explain, as this doesn't have a really clear explanation. Fractional distillation, which is separating 2 or more liquids with different boiling points. And chromatography, which is separating mixtures of 2 or more dissolved salts. Alright, that'll be all for today. Tell me what else you would like to learn.